We have been discussing all of Hidden Road's relationships with significant financial figures because we are aware that the company has been growing quickly ever since the acquisition of Ripple. Furthermore, we are still aware that our relationship with Ripple and Hidden Road goes well beyond a simple acquisition. Tokenization is at the center of this strategic move. The intriguing thing about this is that we are positive that XRP and the XRPL will be important in this situation. How are we aware of that? Well, it's really easy. Clicking the tokenization link on the homepage of the Ripple website instantly leads you to a page that details their tokenization process on the XRP ledger. A significant component of the Hidden Road puzzle is XRP and the XRPL. However, before we delve into all the delicious details of this deal, I want to go over a few things. First up is this post from Matthew Lin Y, announcing Hidden Road's membership in the International Capital Market Association, ICMA. The global capital markets are in a race to be digitally transformed. Indeed, we are aware of this fact. We have been discussing all of the links between tokenization and the SEC, and they have confirmed that, wait a minute. Guess what? We want to strongly encourage tokenization, you know. In essence, we are aware that this will be the next major revolution, and we can tell that the US industry is opening up when organizations like the SEC are on board. In June 2025, however, we have the new members of the ICMA. Take a look at these names, by the way. Alright, let's start with Israel's first foreign bank. Franklin Templeton, number 2. Tokenization has become rampant. They recently exceeded $800 million. Hidden Road is the next stop. SMBC. Of course, there are other names as well, such Wells Fargo. Major asset management firms and banks followed by Hidden Road. Very intriguing. The ICMA FinTech Advisory Committee and associated organizations are located over here. These include the Common Domain Model Steering Committee, the FinTech Advisory Committee, the DLT Bonds Working Group, the Bond Data Taxonomy Working Group, the Electronic Trading Working Group, and the Artificial Intelligence and Capital Markets Working Group. Then below here are the FinTech directories. It's kind of strange to look at what they have. For example, they have a regulatory directory for ICMA Distribute Ledger Technology. Bond markets, blockchain, and DLT are at the bottom. As if this is pinpointing our exact destination. We are aware that DLT and blockchain will be integrated into practically every financial market, and all of the assets that are exchanged in these marketplaces will be on-chain when we really see that. We arrive at 24/7 365 trading in this manner. I wanted to bring this up because, as we all know, on March 11th of this year, 1 month before the transaction with Ripple, Hidden Road essentially became a partner of the DTCC. And the topic at hand was Hidden Road Partners, CIVUS LLC, a new player in the government securities division of FICC's netting system. Businesses now using the following services from the Government Security Division of Fixed Income Clearing Corporation as of the trade date Friday, March 14th, 2025. This is Hidden Road once more. This is significant since the DTCC is making significant progress on the chain. We recently received some significant developments from the DTCC, which I shall discuss. I would like to discuss some of the DTCCs. Background first, though, this is their complete report for 2024, correct? We could view their entire revenue and everything of that, right? What's interesting about this is that they discuss tokenization extensively throughout this comprehensive analysis. On the other hand, if we go up here, we can see that the entire value of securities processed is $3.8 quadrillion. Look at how much this is expanding, by the way. 2.5 quadrillion 2 years ago in 2022. It was 3 quadrillion in 2023. It was 3.8 quadrillion in 2024. Imagine if this were all on a chain. How quickly this will scale due to how quickly everything will be resolved. Consider the amount of money that is now in circulation. $3.8 quadrillion are being transferred and settled under a single name, such as the DTCC. We could gaze down here, by the way. We observed a faster rate of affirmation and settlement. Digital assets in the evolving ecosystem are also visible. Additionally, you can click this link to see exactly what they're doing with digital assets. Additionally, they are embracing tokenization wholeheartedly. We have been discussing that for some time now. Modernization is also progressing in this area. It's just insane, though, because it seems like we don't have to sit here and guess whether this place will grow 10 times or 100 times larger than it is now. No, this is a name like that amounts to $3.8 quadrillion annually. All right, and this number continues to rise as they use blockchain and DLT to completely modernize and advance their back-end system. Furthermore, we already know that they have a partnership with Hidden Road, which may be accessible to Ripple as well, given that Ripple has recently bought Hidden Road. In addition, the DTCC recently revealed that they currently own $100 trillion in assets. On June 18th, their central securities depository topped $100 trillion. We then received this update as well. The FICC is involved in this. Let's return. Here it is. This is a new user of the FICC's Government Securities Division's netting system. By processing $11.8 trillion in daily volume, the FICC's GSD has set a new one-day record and established a new peak volume. The date of this was July 2nd. The processing date for this was June 30th. Very intriguing. In addition, the DTCC recently released a significant change. As part of the big collateral experiment, we traded cryptocurrency native derivatives in Tokyo supported by USDC, the equivalent of digital currency. It emphasized our institutional preparedness, automation, interoperability, and collateral app chains. I don't have to remind you that USDC was just live announced on the XRP ledger. It's wonderful to see this.